That's right. You heard it. Guilty pleasures.
Yes, guilty pleasures.
Right,
where we will discuss films that...
Hurry up, or the white guy gets it.
That's true. Or the black guy gets it.
No, the white guy gets it.
Yeah.
Well, you think? Okay,
Guilty pleasures is very simple. Movies that we all love that might not be on the AFI 100 as like a great film.
AFI?
You know what I'm saying?
I do, but they don't.
Well, I'm going to get into it.
Well, tell them what
the AFI is the American Film Institute. So they might not be regarded as great films according to
Here's
people.
my list right here. Can you see it? Oh.
People who rate movies as great, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Movies that win Oscars, but nevertheless, these might be the movies you've seen more than the Oscar-winning films. Like,
right.
You might have seen Schindler's List twice, but you've seen, the first Blade movie 74 times. You know what I'm saying?
God,
so, guilty pleasure, those kind of films that you love.
That's my idea of hell.
And you know that they're not
is.
necessarily great, but they're so fun anyway.
Yes, exactly.
Another rating for a movie that's like that for me, and it can also be the rating of a great film, is a film that whenever it's on, you have to watch it.
Correct.
So, it doesn't necessarily have to extend to a guilty pleasure, but nevertheless, it's a film you're drawn to for many different reasons.
You will watch to its finality.
Exactly.
Even though coming in halfway through. But you're so familiar.
You just love it.
You so love it.
You can pick it up at any moment.
The essence of your heart and soul is behind this film.
We're going to do our
like
10 favorite guilty pleasures. I'd like you to begin with your first.
So in other words, you'll do 5 and I'll do 5.
Yes.
Is that how it works?
I agree, yes.
Exciting.
And they're in no particular order. I'm not going to try to order them.
Oh, very well.
Why don't you start?
All right, I think I will. My first, and this isn't necessarily going backwards to forwards or frontwards to backwards or something. I'm just laying them all out.
Okay.
I'm putting it all there. I'm setting it all down. I'm putting it on the very table here. That's what I'm bringing to the table, Jack. You understand? That's what I'm bringing to the table. Okay, my first film is the luscious Miss Halle Berry in Catwoman.
Oh, my. Oh.
I love this film.
You're the only one, I think.
Let me tell you about Catwoman.
Please.
Oh, yes. The essence of Kitty, the wonderful pussy that Halle Berry has become in this film is just heart-rendering. And there is such a trash element to this piece of garbage.
That's true.
And yet...
It's litter.
It is not litter, my son.
I say it is.
Although somehow I do want to take a dump right now, just thinking about it. And then cover it up, if you know what I mean. But I really love Halle Berry in this film, and I love this movie, and I love the way she looks. This movie is beautifully lensed.
Yes.
And that's.
Do you know the director? Tick 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 tick.
Yes, it was Frenego Banswala.
It's one of these pretentious names where it's only one name.
Alan Smithy.
No, Pitoff.
Pitoff?
Not Rice Pilaf.
Well, that's what I did after I saw the film. That's what I did after I saw it.
Well played.
I was beaten off, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
I hope into some kitty litter so you can cover it up.
That's right, baby. All right, well, listen,
So, Catwoman, huh?
I love Catwoman, I do, and I love Halle Berry in this movie, and I think she's delightful. I think she's charming.
The thunder?
Ye God! He has come to me, Lucifer, come to me now!
It's not a Harley Davidson, I can't.
No, it was thunder, you scrotum-sucking tool head. It was Lucifer coming for me. I'm here, come for me now. I'm here for you, take me out of this hell. I'm terribly sorry.
Okay.
So, yes, Halle Berry, I love the film, and I think it's really one of my guilty pleasures. That's right.
So,
that's right. And it's just mine. No one else can have it.
Nobody wants that one.
Nobody wants it, and I don't care.
Are you done with this one now?
Yes.
Okay. Well, my first, again, in no particular order, guilty pleasure film is one of my all-time favorite action films. The wonderful...
I know what it's going to be.
No, you're not.
Yes, I do.
I dare you to... What? Go ahead,
Is
Tom.
it Taken?
No. My father loves that one.
Well, I do, too.
No, that's a great film. But that's not mine, no. Because
okay,
I don't consider that a guilty pleasure.
Hint. Give me a hint.
It's a Stallone film.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Not Cobra.
No. That's a cliche-ridden film. No.
Not Cliffhanger.
No, but I love Cliffhanger.
I'm not fond of that.
I like that. John Lithgow's great in that.
Yes.
No, the one I am going to choose is Tango and Cash.
Oh, no.
1989's
God, no.
Tango and Cash, or actually it might be 1990, with the wonderful Kurt Russell.
Yes.
And Jack Palance as the villain, Tia Carrere as the vixen.
Yeah, but our beautiful brunette. from Desperate Housewives is in that film.
I just said Terry Hatcher.
I thought you said. No, you said someone else.
I thought I just said Terry Hatcher.
I don't believe you did.
Who did I say?
You said someone else.
Let's go to the videotape.
Let's go to the video.
We'll check later. No, I thought I said Terry
Hatcher.
Hatcher. If I didn't say
But
Terry
anyway,
Hatcher,
it is Terry.
that's who my brain was picturing.
All right, very good. Yeah, she's
anyway,
quite lovely.
if you haven't seen Tango and Cash, it's a story about two of LA's best cops that are always on top of the game. He's lying.
It's a horrifying.
No, it's not. It's a pure fun,
Hey, look,
late 80s fun.
We've got little people over there.
We do.
There's some kind of a haricot vert.
Haricot vert. You mean a green bean? A green bean.
What the heck is that? An Abhishek Gupta. Hello, actor.
Oh, yeah, the Haricot vert, the green bean. That's
hey,
funny.
What do you say,
That's somebody's
Jim?
name.
Oh, righty.
That's pretty clever.
Say good to see you.
Tango and Cash, two great cops that are framed for a murder they didn't commit by the big crime bosses of LA, and they go to prison. Then they have to escape prison and figure out who set them up and why. It's a blast. A lot of over-the-top, crazy action sequences. A great fight scene in the prison. It's a lot of fun.
It makes Catwoman look like Citizen Kane.
He's totally wrong.
No, it doesn't.
I guarantee you, if we polled 100 people on the streets of New York City, those two movies, more people would like Tango and Cash than Catwoman.
You'd like to poll 100 people in New York City, wouldn't you?
I would.
I'd like to poll
Hey,
them.
email us at filmbanter@gmail.com if you think Catwoman is a better film than Tango and Cash.
Oh, come on.
I disagree.
Come on. It all depends on your
preference.
lusting
And that's
pleasure
fine.
there, my friend.
That is why it's a guilty pleasure.
Yeah, right,
it's
very
the
well.
heart of it, and that's fine. So,
Well,
Tango and Cash, I love
Catwoman
it.
is the heart on of it, if you understand my
So,
drift.
what's your second guilty pleasure?
My second guilty pleasure is Melissa McCarthy in Spy.
You would consider that a guilty pleasure?
Yes, I do.
It's just a good film.
It's a great little movie,
It's a
and
lot
I
of
love
fun.
to go to it. I watch that
Yeah.
film maybe every 4 or 5 months or
It's
so.
great.
It just makes me laugh and laugh
Hilarious.
and laugh.
I think it's her best film so far.
It is her best film, and it's
Yeah.
her funniest film.
Yes.
And Paul Haggis, what's his name, directed it. And
Her husband.
No,
No, I'm sorry. Paul Feig.
Paul
Her husband
Feig
did
is-
the other one.
He did that horrible one.
She the one with
That
Susan
was-
Sarandon,
well,
right?
He did two.
Tammy.
He did Tammy, and he also did the one where she's the big boss.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I heard that was terrible.
Trashed life.
Yeah, I didn't bother.
I saw the theater. My God, it was horrifying.
Yeah,
That's right. Notice that.
but this one was good.
See, that's a little skull there, just like my face. Oh, I know you love it, don't you?
I do.
All right. Yeah, I like Spy. I do. I think it's a laugh every minute. Your beloved Miss Kimberly McMahon, I know she loved that.
She
film.
did. We saw it together.
I know you saw it together because it's so sweet together. And you say, baby, I love you. Honey, I love you too. Let's go play some Parcheesi. Because they like to play board games.
Not
apparently.
Parcheesi.
Yeah, that's why she's so bored out of her mind. It's playing board games with
I
you
am
all
a very
the time.
exciting,
No,
wonderful
you're an
fiance.
exciting guy.
I'm a wonderful guy.
I'm sure you are.
And
Only when
don't
you-
mock our wonderful romance.
Only when your brain flatlines. That's the only time she's happy. But
Speak
all
for
right,
yourself.
let's go into it here.
Your
Yeah.
opinion means
I
nothing.
did love Spy. It's a great little movie, and it has the wonderful performances by Jude Law as the James Bondian kind of thing.
That's true.
But it has
Jason
Mr.
Statham.
Jason Statham just steals the blood.
Rose
show.
Byrne
She's
is excellent as
hilarious.
well in this film.
Rose Byrne is in it. Her beloved husband is also in it. Mr.
Bobby Cannavale.
Bobby Cannavale, Cannavale, Marcello Mastroianni.
Calamari.
Lots of people. I love a calamari. Hey, I put it with a dipping of sauce. I love it so much. It makes me cry.
Yes.
But this movie, it makes me laugh. And
It's-
that's
it's-
what I like out of a guilty
It's
pleasure.
very effective in the laugh
But it is a
area.
good movie, you're
It is.
right.
No, it
and,
is.
And supposedly, by the guilty pleasure, by the ominous thought, by the thought of that, I suppose that for you it implies, in fact, that the guilty pleasure is something not particularly liked by other people. Is that true?
Yeah, and also there's a lot of people that are just like stiff, and they can't even
I'm
think.
stiff right now.
Some people only want to watch those Merchant Ivory movies,
I
and for
love
them
a member
that
that's
might not be for them. this movie.
completely engorged.
But nevertheless, this is a fun movie. Are you done with Spy?
I suppose.
Can I do my number 2?
Not here, you can't.
Oh, really? You
There's
have
a
wee-wee.
toilet over there.
You
wee
have
wee
nice
boy.
wee-wee pads right there.
Yes, that's right, wee wee boy.
After that dinner tonight that
Yeah,
I
I
ate.
know. That wasn't the best dinner tonight.
No, I could have told you that.
No, but something.
Covered
I've had
in
better.
grease and Alfredo sauce?
I've had better.
Yes.
I have really had better at the old Crimson Crustacean.
Yes.
And you must confess that was a wonderful way to put it, wasn't
I
it?
liked Crimson
Look, we've got
Crustacean.
little bubbles floating up.
The only good thing at Crimson
Are those
Crustacean
bubbles or do I
are
have
the
gas?
Cheddar Bay
Wait,
biscuits.
do I have gas or are those bubbles?
Those are bubbles, thumb bubbles.
I wasn't quite sure. I thought maybe that I thought maybe I had some gas going on. I just wasn't.
You will later after that Alfredo
I
sauce.
suppose it. Oh, wait, there it goes. Oh, no, wait.
Did you notice there was so much oil in your little dish of shrimp that they were floating?
Well, you know, I kind of like the oil because I was able to dip my bread in it.
Yes, you were. Your
And
cheddar
I was
bay
able
biscuit.
to dip other things in it. My broccoli, which had no butter on it whatsoever.
I know.
I was able to live with the
It's
shrimp
literally
scampi
just
sauce.
steamed.
I know.
Anyway.
And it was quite wonderful.
Well, the crimson
Hurry up
crustacean.
when a white guy gets it.
Yes. The crimson crustacean is a guilty pleasure for you
It
in
is
terms
indeed.
of dining.
You know, I liked it, and I've noticed that whenever we go to the Crimson Crustacean,
Yes.
it's a lobster of a red sort, if one must note. But every time we go there, I find that we feel a little better, perhaps afterwards.
Do we? Yeah.
Not necessarily.
When we're not tripping
so,
over those
but,
bedpans, right? Like
I
you always
know,
say.
I know. It's true because you know, as you walk in, you just see a head of little white Q-tips.
You do.
The little white-haired people as they
That
sit there.
early
Oh, Earl, what
bird
are you gonna
special
have?
is a hit.
Oh, Pearl, I don't know. What are you gonna have? Oh, Earl, I don't know. What are you gonna have? Oh, Pearl, I don't know.
I'm gonna
What
have
are
a
you
highball.
gonna- It's Earl and Pearl, damn it!
Okay, continue.
Now they drive me
Can I continue?
crazy. Well, wait, is it your turn or mine?
It's mine. You just did two.
No shit. Well,
Yeah.
go ahead then.
Yes. My second guilty pleasure in not necessarily any order
Hurry up, or the black guy gets it.
is one of my favorite comedies of all time.
Uh-oh.
Weekend at Bernie's. I love
No.
it. I love
Oh,
it.
that movie was dead on
I
arrival.
loved it, yes. If you don't know the premise, it's simple. Two corporate guys are trying to get ahead at work.
Played
so they-
by Andrew.
McCarthy and Jonathan Silverman.
There you go.
They go to their boss's Hampton house for the weekend upon invitation to find him dead. And the whole weekend they're trying to pretend he's alive because they're afraid a hitman is going to kill them. So they're carrying around his dead body and doing all these silly things and trying to keep him. It is a riot. It's a lot of
it's so
fun.
funny.
It's stupid. It's ridiculous. It is a classic late 80s comedy that I just love.
Oh, it's so funny.
And I got to say this. The actor, and I'm forgetting his name, that plays Bernie, does a great job
Yeah, he's
playing
fine.
this corpse. It's not easy to do that.
It's not easy
Very
to
not,
do that.
very hard to play dead.
It is.
And he did a great job. They did a sequel, which was god awful. Do not
Yeah, it
watch the
was
sequel.
horrible.
It's terrible.
What was it called?
Weekend at Bernie's 2.
Oh, okay.
In the second movie, he gets like a voodoo dust on him, and he's like moving around like a zombie. It's
he's
terrible.
zombioid,
It's
yeah,
terrible.
yeah.
But Weekend at Bernie's #1 is a lot of fun. Big guilty pleasure for me.
Big booty.
Yeah,
Gotta
that's all I'm
have
going to
a
say.
big booty.
So much fun.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So move on to your third film.
What is my third film? My third film is a very wondrous film directed by Christopher Guest. No, written by Christopher Guest and the cast by Michael McKean, who of course nowadays is in Better Call Saul. This is a film directed
Michael
by the
McKean.
beloved Mr. Rob Reiner. The name of the film, of course, is...
This is Spinal Tap.
That is correct, sir.
Again, I
This
wouldn't
is Spinal Tap,
I would never
movie.
categorize that as a guilty pleasure.
Oh, I
it's a
love
good
this
film.
No, it's a great little film. It's funny, it's happy, but I love to go to it.
Okay.
Don't you understand?
I do.
Don't you
But there shouldn't be any guilt involved in that film.
Oh, really?
You should be proud.
I should.
You know how many people love that movie?
Me? Proud? I don't know if I can be
It doesn't
proud.
matter. It's up to you. You want to be guilty watching it, that's fine.
I don't know.
But that film began the whole mockumentary
No, begat.
genre.
And Adam begat Eve. Begat something Samson, etc.
Begat.
Go on, there you go.
Semantics.
And the live bone connected to the hip bone.
So you
and the
love
hip
it?
bone connect. Yeah, I think it's a great,
a lot of
great
fun.
bloody movie. And
Tell the
this one-
premise.
This one goes
If they
to
don't know.
11. This one goes to 11. It's just about a rock band. It's played by, and they actually were a rock band.
Yeah.
Harry Schaefer, of course.
Harry Shearer.
Harry Shearer, of course, from the
From
Simpsons, naturally
obviously.
so. Michael McKean, who is just wonderful in Better Call Saul.
He's
If you get
great.
a chance to check him out, he's just great.
Whole of his life.
He's wonderful.
He's great.
But I love This is Spinal Tap. It's just a great little movie.
It is.
It's kind of done like a pseudo-rock
Documentary.
Yeah. Mock-umentary, if you will. Notice
Yes,
the
they
M.
created a
Perhaps
genre.
you cannot get the linguistical creation of my mouth. It's right below my mouth, you'll see, which is another film we reviewed this evening. But, I love this film. I truly do. I think it's wonderful. I think it's exciting. I think it's funny. It makes me laugh. It's got music.
does.
It's got mayhem. It's got joy. It's got creation. And it's lovely.
I agree
There
with
you go. The end of that.
I agree with you 100%.
Truly one of my guilty pleasures.
So let's see, which film shall I do next? I have so many on this
Well,
list
why don't you
here.
do your one about the Academy?
I might do that
Oh,
one.
yeah. That's a
All right,
great movie.
I'll do that one. So, in no particular order, I am doing one of the 80s comedies, one of the Police Academy films. Pure, if there ever was a guilty pleasure,
Oh, boy.
it's the series of Police Academy
Garbage,
movies.
trash, junk, manure.
But they're fun manure.
Flash it.
Hilarious manure. And my favorite one out of all those films was Police Academy 5.
Oh, no.
Assignment Miami Beach.
Oh, God.
I love it. It involves a bunch of jewel thieves. The head of the jewel thieves, played by the wonderful actor Rene Bergeron. I think that's how you say his name. He was on Benson. He was on Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
You mean the black gentleman?
No, that's Robert Guillaume.
Robert Guillaume.
No, this is Rene Bergeron. I think that's how you say his name. He's a white guy.
I don't know, dude, but stop spraying it, will you, please?
That's why you have this
You'll
little
get me
shield
all
here.
soaking
The shield
wet,
here.
yeah, but it's
But-
piercing through.
It's just a ridiculous comedy. It's a lot of fun. They always have those fun gags going with their rival Commandant Lassar. Captain Harris. Captain Harris is like the antagonist that's always trying to catch them and to impede on their fun, and it's just a great, crazy, ridiculous comedy.
If I make a suggestion to our audience, though,
Please.
before you watch any of the Police Academy films, please take a roofie or something so that your IQ can drop down into the single digits. Because that's the only way you can truly enjoy one of those films.
Well, most
But then again,
comedies
that's
you
what
do
the,
that.
That's what the pleasure of guiltiness is all about.
And that's the whole key here, is that guilty pleasures are just fun movies.
They're just fun, dude.
Most comedies, you check your brain at the
They're
door.
just fun, dude.
And here's what I gotta say about comedy, though. If you can succeed in making an audience member laugh consistently throughout a film, that's a huge success. Because it's easier to make somebody cry than to make them laugh. And so for me...
I disagree.
Quiet.
It's harder to make people laugh than to make them cry.
That's what I just said.
No, I mean, it's harder to make them cry than make them laugh. You have to have real emotion to make people cry.
To
make them laugh, you just have to have a kid. Listen, YouTube is full
necessarily.
of squirrels running around.
No. It's hard. Laughter is very subjective. It's harder to make an audience. That's why stand-up comedians are so brilliant. You gotta break through to all these strangers. No, I disagree. Anybody can tug at the heartstrings.
No, you're wrong, dude.
Anybody can do
you
that.
are so wrong.
No, I disagree.
Listen,
a film can manipulate you, but comedy, what's funny is funny. You can manipulate an audience member through film very easily. I think comedy is a lot harder.
I don't know about you.
I disagree.
I think you're lost in the
Comedy
sauce.
does not get any respect at the Oscars. It's always drama. And I just think that comedy...
Yeah, that's why
is harder.
Annie Hall won Best Picture in 1977.
There's a few, obviously, that broke through.
Yeah.
But very rarely do you see a comedic actor. Like, in my opinion, an Oscar-worthy performance was Sacha Baron Cohen as Borat. That was an achievement.
Yeah, that was
but
quite
that
wonderful.
never would have gotten an Oscar. Why?
Yeah.
It's a bold performance by a guy who never broke character. That's comedy. That was amazing.
Yeah.
But anyway, Police Academy 5 is a lot of fun. I recommend it if you want to just laugh and feel
I don't
ridiculous.
recommend it, but that's quite alright.
That's
It doesn't
okay.
have nothing to do with mine.
Yeah. So what's your number? What's your next one?
My next one are all 5. That's right, all 5 of them. Of the Final Destination movies.
Okay, that's good.
I love them all.
Yeah,
They
they're
are all guilty
They
pleasures.
are guilty pleasures.
They truly are. And
They're a
I
lot of
must
fun.
do this. Please forgive me.
Are you picking at your scabs?
No, I have a big booger here, and I'm going to just, chew on it very briefly.
Good.
There we go. All right, so, the 5 Final Destination films
lot
are
of
just
fun.
loaded with death, and very creative death. as
Very.
well. There's nothing I appreciate more than a good decapitation.
I
More than a
agree.
wondrous electrocution.
Those movies
More
have some
than
great
an
deaths.
absolute fantastic man slipping and falling as he tries to save his eggs on the burner, and yet ends up falling out the window, and his head goes onto a spike on the lower fence below. This is called wondrous death. Death of wondrous beauty.
My favorite is the second one.
The first
that-
one for me, I like the characters.
First one's
it was
fun.
new, it was fresh,
Yeah.
it's nice. The second one is good. The third one is the one
They go downhill.
The second one, I believe,
Has that great car accident on the,
car
highway.
accident.
Awesome.
And they always have the great thing about these movies are the acting is always first rate. Not
Yeah.
first rate, but maybe
Good enough.
1.4. Yeah, I mean it's not first, but it's almost there.
Yeah.
They do them very seriously,
They
almost
do.
in a soap opera kind of way. There's always some little romance going about, and there's always somebody. They finally figure out about halfway through that we know how we're going to die now because the first person has a vision. She sees that the show is going right into the dumper. She can see literally that there are no viewers and that the show is completely going right downhill.
That's your opinion.
And she can tell. I'm talking about the movie.
Are you?
Yes, I'm
Oh.
talking about the movie. She can completely see that people are going to die and they're going to die in a horrendous way. And, there's great, wondrous, and the brilliance of it. And I would say this about the creators of these films, is that they always do a very good thing. They make you think that the person's actually going to die because this thing is going to fall on them. But no, we don't actually see the thing actually fall that you begin to think it might.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Vogue! But, so things kind of meticulously happen in a very strange, kind of bizarre, off-the-cuff, mouse-trappian kind of way. If you remember,
it's a good way to put it,
mouse-trap, where things hit this and that goes there and this goes over there. And suddenly you're in a straitjacket and they're injecting you full of fluid to keep you sedated.
Mm-hmm.
And the next thing you know, I'm sorry, a little flashback there. But, they're quite entertaining.
They very are.
Bottom line.
They're a lot of fun. All right, my next one, my number 4.
Yes.
Again, I'm staying in the action genre.
Please do.
I believe it was 1988. Patrick Swayze did Roadhouse.
Oh no!
What a fun movie! Bar fights and just non-stop action, gratuitous nudity. Let's take a bouncer and make him this philosophical genius who just can shape up any small town and get rid of the local villain who's keeping everybody somewhat hostage. Kind of like the mafia did with the neighborhood where you have to pay him a dowry or whatever.
Shane in modern day form.
Pretty much, yeah. It's just a blast. There's some awesome fight scenes that must have taken forever to choreograph.
Possibly so.
Classic one-liners.
Wonderful in the film.
He's great. It's a
fantastic
movie.
Blonde. She was in
Kelly Lynch.
Kelly
was also
to do in
she was also
Matthew. Matt. What's his name? Matt Cowboy. It's actually a Criterion film. Gus Van Sant film.
Drugstore Cowboy.
There you go.
Yes. And she was also in Curly Sue.
Yeah.
If anybody cares.
Curly Sue went on to be on The Voice.
She did.
The girl was on The Voice.
She's got a great voice. Yeah, she's got a family now.
I don't think she won the show.
Allison Porter is her name.
There you go. And she came in number 2 on the show.
She's good.
She was quite good, actually.
Yeah, she grew up to be very attractive.
No, she was.
Roadhouse, a lot of fun. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Pure 80s cheese action is great.
Yeah, it's
Roadhouse,
really,
a lot of fun.
Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, it's really a fun movie.
And it's always on, too.
Always on. It's funny, I read an article about a year ago talking about how that is, at least as of the time of that article being written, the number 1 movie played on TV.
It says take calls.
Yeah, if you want to take calls.
Let's take a call.
No, let's not.
Can you hit that button?
I don't want. No, don't. I don't want to. I don't want to mess things up.
Let's see what happens.
No, not tonight. I don't want to mess with this.
Not tonight. That's what all my women say.
I know.
Not tonight,
that's
Josephine.
That's too bad. No, but anyway, Roadhouse is the number 1 movie played on cable stations. It's like Spike, for example, plays that movie ad nauseum. At least they used to.
All right, very good.
But anyway, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is I'm debating here. Of course, I'm a master debater,
You are.
as one would know. But I'm going to say George Romero's film from, I believe, 1971, Dawn of the Dead.
Great.
It's a nice little film. It's rather bloody once again. It just goes into a rather, it's just got some wonderful gore moments in it. It's not a great film, but it's a little too long.
Yes.
If I must say. It all takes place in a mall where zombies are coming to kill everyone, and they very much like Final Destination. There's a lot of creative deaths, and it's funny. It's got a comedy essence to it, and it's really a great little movie. And I'm also going to change that one. That way I want to intersperse that, and then I want to throw as my number 5, alternating, Ted, the movie Ted.
That's 6 then. You're doing 6 movies.
No, it's only 5. These two tied for 5th place.
That's silly.
Yeah, they tied for 5th. I'll give you 5 right now, buddy. But
you just added work to my plate tomorrow.
No, you don't have to do that. Oh, you just added work. It's all about the work.
It is. Man. It's
Yeah,
more work for me in editing.
I complain.
It's all right.
Yeah, well, Ted. I love Ted. And
It's
that's
a fun
movie I
movie.
can watch it anytime.
It's a lot of fun,
Not
Ted.
Ted 2, mind you.
I didn't see
love that
Ted
so
2
much.
yet.
It's not great, but it's all right. Little Amanda Seyfried is most cute in it.
Yes.
And Mark is funny, and Ted is always brilliant. But the first one is joyous and wondrous to behold, and I do love the film. It always has a little bit of a magical essence to it.
It does. No,
And
the
those
first
two
one
are
was
revolving
perfect.
5. All right, you may now go.
And my last film, my number 5, is it's a comedy from the mid '80s called Real Men, starring John Ritter and James Belushi.
Oh God!
It's a fun movie. Have you seen it?
Loads of fun.
You probably
no,
haven't
I
seen
have
it.
never seen it.
Okay, then shut up. It's a fun movie. John Ritter plays an average guy, family man who's kind of boring. His life is boring, and he ends up.
You sure we're still on?
Yes,
Yeah.
we're still on. And he becomes an
changed,
unwitting part of a government, not a plot, but James Belushi plays a government agent who is helping to stop the Russians from interfering in an alien visitation, whereas the Russians want to meet with these aliens to get a big gun, whereas the government, the United States, they want to get what they call the good package, which is shut up, which is the MacGuffin, the thing that we want to help save the world, kind of a thing. But it's a crazy, ridiculous comedy. John Ritter is very much a stumbling, bumbling kind of a guy in this movie, and he's a great talent that unfortunately died. 2003. I like John Ritter. He was fun. He's a fun guy, fun comedy actor. Anyway, I liked him, and I've always liked James Belushi. A lot of fun.
Oh God,
I like James Belushi.
Oh, he's well.
I'll be honest. I'm not a fan of John Belushi.
James Belushi.
I'm not a fan of John Belushi at all.
Oh really?
No,
Oh,
I could care less.
Well, that shows your true colors.
No, I'm not interested.
Cindy
Animal House was funny.
would frown upon you.
I think he was a one one-noter.
No, you're quite wrong.
I don't like him.
No.
He was talented.
T.J. Miller is our new modern day.
Pretty much.
Belushi to some
extent. But I love T.J. Miller.
Chris Farley was almost...
I like Chris Farley too.
Chris Farley was like John Belushi Part 2. It was just, it was that unnerving lack of fear.
No, I agree.
Lack of fear in comedy is very hard to find, and John Belushi had that.
I just heard
never disavow
Melissa McCarthy compared to Chris Farley today. I thought that was kind of interesting.
Melissa...
No, and again, I'm not saying that John Belushi was without talent. I just personally didn't care for him. As you and everybody else, there are always actors that somebody doesn't care about, who doesn't care for. I'm just not a fan.
With no talent
That's not true. You can be talented and not...
That has nothing to do
You don't
with
like
talent.
Tony Shalhoub. He's still very talented.
Stand the man!
He's still a talented actor. They can just rub you the wrong way. My dad doesn't like Craig T. Nelson, but that's okay. I don't like movies and TV shows about Vikings. I hate it. I hate it. I hate the Viking genre.
I always hated Ron Silver, too.
You don't like Ron Silver either.
He's dead.
Rest in peace.
May he rest in peace. I've got you now, Mr. Silver. You're
Anyway,
mine.
Real Men is a fun movie. You've probably never heard of it, but it's fun.
I don't want to hear of it.
Just shut up.
But no, I'm sure it's fun.